So am I like the only person who was trying to make a connection between this Lucy and this Lucy? So basically, Lucy is a movie about this girl whose friend gives her this case, or whoever he is, and she goes to this building, and since the case is a handcuff to her, she has to go do it, and she was like offered $100 for it. Well, inside of this box, there are these drugs. She gets captured by the people who run the building or whatever, and gets locked up, and this stuff gets put into her. Like she's cut open or whatever, and the stuff actually gets put in her. So at this part, pretty much you see her up on the roof, and she's like freaking out, spazzing out and everything. Well, eventually, this guy walks in, and I'm guessing he was going to rape her or whatever. And then the scene in that trailer happened whenever she grabbed the chain with the table and pulled it over to her and grabbed the gun. Yeah, that was awesome. Slowly but surely, these drugs are unlocking percentages of her brain, because the human brain apparently only we only use 10% of our brain, which I'm not sure if it's true or not. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, it's just a myth. And now at this point, she wants to have the drugs taken out of her. So she goes to this hospital, and to be honest, that is probably one of my most favorite scenes in the movie. I'm not saying that the whole movie wasn't good. The movie was excellent. Started off a little bit, but very, very good movie. Well, finally, whenever she figures out that she cannot get these drugs out, it is going to go all the way up to 100%. Morgan Freeman is in it, and he is pretty much the scientist who is doing research on the human mind and is coming up with all these ideas of what could happen if the amount of our brain percentage we use actually went up. He was actually comparing it to animals, and the dolphin uses like 20 or 30% of their brain. And the more and more that you go through this movie, you actually feel like she is becoming this more superhuman, and she becomes this really amazing character. This movie is definitely worth going to see if you haven't already. It's still in theaters as far as I'm concerned. Once it comes out on DVD, it is definitely worth buying, so I would definitely recommend spending the money on it. I would give it a 5-star rating, and I think it is one of the best movies that I've seen this year so far.